All right.
Wait, let me open my notes first, but then yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. What happened last time?
So much. I'm waiting for my notes to open so I can read a little bit of it, but so much, so much happened. We learned a lot of stuff. We met a lot of new people.
Well, we decided it'd be a wonderful idea to just take the rest of the day to do absolutely nothing. So we all just vibed. Then Ollie went out to procure some nuts and fruits from a cart. Ended up buying the entire stock, and on the way back found somebody heading to the house that we were at. Turns out that it was Sophia returning. We had a pleasant morning, and then decided that okay, let's go go find the archfey and see if we can't get their help again. Showed up when AO want to cause some chaos, and they were on board. So they got us back into Artemis's manse. That we stalked the halls, slowly but surely. Then
Stalked the halls with boughs of holly.
exactly,
La, 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 la.
and then we set off a fireball trap because we are definitely the most smoothest of operators. Mm-hmm. Followed up by oh, how do you pronounce? Where is? Oh, we had the name.
I have it somewhere. Hold up. I'm scrolling through my notes.
Are you thinking of Wizard Dude or Twink Betrayer?
Twink Betrayer.
Nemaya.
Yes, we assaulted Nemaya of rushing in and saying, "Hey, Ayo, don't yell. We just want some information and we won't kill you." And then it turns out that they want to kill Artemis as well, and knew knew more about the twins than we knew. Knew how to actually kill them, so that was a plus. So we teamed up. In return, promising that we would put them in Artemis's place once that Artemis is dead. Even though that we already promised the Archfey that we would let them rule the town while we were gone, and then once that we were done saving the world and they could return home, we would come back and then they could leave. But that's an issue for later us. So then we were told to head to the West Wing and to look for Orphabarus, I believe how it's pronounced. Yes, Orphabarus. Who turns out to be a quite nice person who's may or may not just be a soul trapped in a set of armor.
I want him badly. Sorry, but I desire him. I desire him more than anything.
Who is quite interestingly helping us. I'm not sure 100% knowing that we're about to go kill his boss, but Chance has already offered him a place on the floating island. So
his only question seemed to be, can I do my shit there?
And I believe that's about it.
We found a copy of Chance's sword. That is.
Oh yeah, we found the cursed copy of Chance's sword. A cheap replica.
Yeah.
And then there was also the very bad, no good scrying session at the very beginning of the session.
Right. That was some good shit. Yeah, you found the wish.com version of Chance's sword. And I believe that the last thing that was left off was Ophibarus warning you that you may want to prep properly because Artemis is known to consort with demons.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of like left it before resolving that full conversation.
Mm.
So it depends. Has any of your characters heard of the word demon in the context of them as characters?
I know Infernal and Abyssal, and I've read about the Nine Hells.
Would Chance have ever been told about such things?
That's a good question. Roll a history check. He has been called a demon quite often, but he doesn't really know what it means. But in the context, he assumes it is something that is probably quite bad and probably weak and unwanted.
Chance like just kind of rubs his chin at the mention of demons. Well, I don't see why that's such a big deal. What, a bad, weak, and unwanted thing?
Do you know, like, from what level of the Nine Hells the demons are being summoned, or like?
From what I understand, it's mostly all of them.
Cool.
Nice, cool.
You know, now come to think of it, I do have one recipe for a potion that can protect you against such matters, but I am missing a reagent. If you would be able to procure this reagent for me, I would be able to help you more in the upcoming battle, yes.
What is the reagent and where can we find it?
This is the problem, you see. I know exactly where it is. There is a man, a creature. It disguises itself as a man. It lumbers around the woods far to the north of here. It calls itself Klaus. It has great horns. And those are what I need, yes.
And so, kill the thing, get the horns, come back?
Precisely.
Technically, most antlered beings can live without their horns.
Yes, but try telling him that.
Doable, right?
I can transport you to the location that he lives in.
You can do that?
Of course, my dear. I'm a wizard. I was a wizard. I have the soul of... I have magic.
Look. It doesn't matter.
Magic, I
You
guess.
are a wizard.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't matter what body.
Yeah, if you cast wizard spells, you're a wizard. That just seems to follow.
He gives you awkward mechanical finger guns. These hands are magic, yes. So what say you? Kill this one being to save a city.
Or barter with it in exchange for its horns. I mean, how evil is it?
Well, legend says that he was originally created to determine the morality of particular individuals for use in the justice system and the welfare systems of old. But if something went wrong, and he judges everyone as naughty. But he himself, he is the naughty one. If you
I
believe
see.
in morality.
Well, I don't see any reason why not to. It'll help in our overall goal.
One question: are we supposed to like walk back, or can you also wizard us back?
That is a good question. I had not considered that possibility. Would you be okay walking back?
I mean, I'm fine. I love walking, but you know, I was just wondering because I'm not a wizard, so I don't know.
I suppose I could probably whip something up. Maybe if your esteemed colleague, Inqua, that was what you said your name was, yes. You have a propensity for magic circles. Perhaps you could help me hocus pocus up a return spell for when you all are done.
Inqua shrugs. Sure, okay. Let's do some magic.
Does that mean he's coming with us or staying here?
I'll stay here and make sure that you all come back.
Okay, I'm scared, but I think we can do this. How big is this creature? Like, is it like a gigantic, like evil, like thing?
I would say on the scale of size, he's large. Yes.
How is everyone else feeling about this? Because I mean,
It's just another thing that we have to kill.
I mean,
I
it
want to be
doesn't.
all naughty before I die.
I mean, no, it doesn't sound too bad. It's clearly some sort of conscious thing. Either way, I feel like it shouldn't be much of an issue. As long as we know where it is, that is. Do you know of many ways to track it?
What was that, sorry?
Do you know of any ways to track it?
Mostly by sights. I confess I don't really have much of a desire to track it. I'm not much of a fighter myself, as you can see.
He holds out his incredibly, muscular bronze arm. But then he wraps it with, he wraps one bicep with his fist, and it's just like, dink, dink.
Well, I was more referring to the facts of, do you know if it leaves any sort of trails behind, or has any sort of magical presence, anything to that effect?
Oh, yes, it probably does. That sounds like a good question. I believe in you to find that.
Well then, okay. Anyone want to know anything else, or shall we find a way out before going after this thing? Also, how do we get out of here?
Oh, he's gonna magic us out, and then we'll get back in. Vera's still hanging out outside, so I'm sure it'll be easy to get back in.
All right.
If my hypotheticals come to fruition,
Yeah, if he
your
can't
colleague
visit
and
us
I,
back in.
yes, we may be able to.
Also, we don't really have to be scared of the guards anymore because weren't we given like a code word to say to the guards? So we should be able to get in whenever we want.
Right, that was a thing, wasn't it? I will be honest, I didn't really pay much to what was her name again?
Nemaya.
Maya.
Right, of course. I wasn't really paying much attention to what they were saying, to be fair. Anyway,
But we have a code word. I forget it though. But we have a code word we can say.
that's useful.
Am I able to roll history to remember the code word so I can write it in my notes?
Oh, it is the right hand of God speaketh freedom.
Okay, because for some reason in my notes I just wrote we have a code word and then I didn't write
I fucking love notes like that. we got a magic item.
So the
No
sort of
more
notes that make,
insight.
this is sort of notes that make you think, past me, what were you thinking? Were you even thinking at all?
Generally, the answer is no in my case.
I mean, yeah, this is why I don't take notes.
Me either. This is why I record my sessions.
Are you all ready to proceed? I would like to remind you it will be chilly. Yes.
That's okay. I got hot chalky to warm me up.
What is hot chocky?
Ooh, man, I'm about to put it on something delicious. I need to roll to see how many hot chalky things I get today because I didn't actually do that, but I'm gonna do that real quick.
That's fair.
So I don't really feel the cold, so not much issue to me.
I have two. I will give him one. If he can you eat or drink? Also, is that a thing you can do?
That is amongst one of the many things that I cannot do, unfortunately.
Oh, well,
I mean, you can just give him a little bit to show him what it's like, you know?
Like, you can, like, pour it out and, like, just show, like, look.
I think that'd be so mean. Well, it's a tasty treat, and the treat is very warm and delicious.
Oh, well, I must say that sounds quite appetizing. Maybe one day I will be able to taste it myself as well again. I remember what heat tasted like. Delicious coffee. I suppose in one way it is a plus. I don't need coffee anymore because I do not sleep. I do not get tired. I just get low on battery.
Audra's gonna lean over to Inqua to be discussed later. What's a battery?
It's like the thing that the Gembe runs on. But it's, like, made of pew-pew lightning instead of, ooh, crystal.
Okay, lightning. Yeah, I get lightning.
Now, if everyone would like to please step over in this direction, next to your fiery head colleague, and I will begin the hocus pocus.
Should we hold hands?
It's not necessary.
Oh, thank God. I mean, what?
I'm gonna grab Chance's and Arazid's hands anyways.
There's just the three of them standing there holding hands with Solas just vibing.
I'm sure Ollie would hold Arazid's other hand.
And whilst you are all gone, I will confer with your colleagues here, Inqua and Ollie. And we will be able to get you back. Yes.
I wish you luck.
We don't need luck.
Oh no, that was for him.
Oh, yeah, no, he probably does need luck. I'm here for, like, more moral support. Maybe
Alright.
if Inca needs a margarita or, like, a Bloody Mary.
Right.
Get it, Inqua? I'm so
Sorry, who's
Em.
Mary?
This is a bad joke.
It's a joke?
I think.
It would seem so. Anyway, if you two would please step over here.
Oh my god, I forgot you guys got hit with a fireball. I was like, why does Arazid have half health?
Yeah, any chance of us getting a long rest after this little mini adventure?
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna move Arazid's token on Dewey's behalf since he's currently experiencing
I'm on my-
technical difficulties.
This should be better. I'm on my phone now because my
Hello.
laptop apparently can't handle anything.
Mm.
Audra, over here, please.
Mhm. So you're gonna have to point that again. I had my character sheet up.
Wonderful. Are you ready, adventurers?
Sure.
I'm afraid I did not hear you.
Yeah, yippee!
Hit us with that magic man.
Very well. Brace yourselves.
What?
You all feel as if the floor gives way underneath you. You feel suddenly incredibly cold. You open your eyes once more and you are in a desolate, snowy wonderland.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's snow! Audra's gonna go running out into the snow like 10 or 15 feet and then collapse in the snow and start making a snow angel.
Awesome.
Solas is looking around like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's naturally like, you basically you were born with a fleece.
Yeah. It's more the sight than anything.
Yeah. I imagine, like, I have a couple of those weird fucking friends where you know it's cold when one of them puts on a hoodie.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I'm glad to have another friend like that, and also, what the fuck, man?
Look, I've been outside in -5 with a t-shirt and jeans, so...
I want your superpower. Not gonna lie.
It's just called not giving a fuck.
Yeah, basically, I've seen people in Alaska in below 0 temperatures wearing flip-flops, and I'm like, do you want to lose a toe? But fine.
That is how you lose a toe.
I'm not that insane.
I see why you played a fire ganassi now.
Chance, get in the snow. It's so wonderful.
What?
Don't you feel how cold it is? Pick it
Only,
up, pick some up. It's fluffy.
only Audra has seen snow before.
Yep, only
Everyone's
me.
gonna ask like what she's doing and why she's lying down in the snow.
Okay, so if I get up, and I'm just gonna very carefully get up and like step away from it, and there's a little snow angel in the snow. See, look, I made a little. It's like a moth or a butterfly.
Oh, how did you do that?
So you just lay in the snow, really careful, and then you kind of like kick your arms and legs, and then when you get up, it leaves an impression like a snow butterfly.
What the fuck?
Arazid's gonna try to lay down in the snow, but it's just too cold on his back, so he stands up immediately, and it's like.
And Audra's gonna do that really cool person thing of taking a bunch of snow and putting it down your shirt.
Arazid,
This
please roll
isn't-
me a Constitution saving throw.
This isn't the worst. You know, I thought cold would be a lot colder, but then again, it could just be the clothes.
Pick some up, seriously, touch it. It's really fluffy.
You successfully avoid getting a case of the chilly willies. Like, she shoves that snow down front or back of the shirt,
Back.
naturally. And you're just like, oh, I'm tough. I've got hot chocky in my belly. You can't do nothing to me. And then it all melts and you're like, ooh, water.
Jen's gonna like kind of kneel down a bit, grab like a fistful of the snow. Just like in his fist, it's like the worst impromptu snowball.
Yeah, it like you pick up a fist and it seems to clump together.
OMG. Okay, yeah, Chance, you actually reminded me of something super cool that you can do with snow. Okay, so Audra's gonna lean down and like pack a huge snowball in her hands and use shape water to like ice it up a little bit.
You're such a
would-
meanie.
That I will gently, not hard, it's just because I don't want it to completely collapse, throw it at Chance. It's probably not gonna hit.
Okay, I would like you to roll me a d20 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity modifier. So a ranged attack roll, essentially.
Be careful, Chance. This stuff is really wet.
I'm gonna say that hits.
Yeah.
Where does it hit, Chance?
Just the stomach. I'm not going to like kill him.
But you do wind him and possibly make him feel slightly queasy. I'm not gonna get you to roll
So am I.
damage. Like, it would be at most 1 point of bludgeoning. But it's certainly a certified hit.
That means that Arazid being hit by 38 snowballs would knock him out. It's so funny to me.
Can you imagine?
What?
Oh, did I hurt
Okay.
you? Are you okay?
No. I wasn't expecting that. I guess
You can throw your to me now.
this is so weird. Look, we
I used
have
to
a
do this all the time
job.
when I was a kid. Whenever the archers decided it was time for snow.
Look, and Chance gonna like clench his hand so it like breaks apart and like falls through his fingers and everything. And then like kind of like wave his hand to get rid of the excess like water and snow and everything. Look, we have a job to do.
Oh,
We
right.
can have a bit of fun after.
I guess. There's just always a chance the snow won't be here anymore, and we can't make it yet.
Actually, that's the point. Do we actually know where the hell we are?
You can climb a tree and have a look.
Can I look up at the sky and try to figure out based on
Ooh.
the orientation of the sun and possibly moon at this point?
You can also do that. Nice. Swapping very quickly to the world map to give you guys a good indication. Looking at the stars and the sun, you appear to be roughly here. Judging by the elevation and the cold, and the fact that Ophibaris said that the creature resided somewhere to the north of Grove, you would estimate that you landed roughly here. If you can see this.
Huh.
I can see it. I will relay that information.
You are, like, to make it clear, you are still very obviously on the Grove side of this ring of mountains, Niban is not easily seeable from your current elevation.
Oh boy.
But if you were to climb a tree and look to your northwest, you would be able to see the sanctum floating nearby-ish.
Huh.
Only a few miles away.
A few.
I mean, that's easily flyable.
Yeah.
These boots were made for walking.
God damn it.
Yeah, so that's roughly where you are. It's not a place Audra has gone before herself.
No, but I know it exists, and
Yeah.
that's how I know like snow exists in nature, is because I know it exists in places like these.
Yeah, there's an ancient custom within Grove called the ideology of seasons, which attempts to bring a normalcy, in their words, to the residents of Grove and try and replicate the weathers that would have been experienced in a pre-calamity world. So once a year, as you say, the elders would decide it is time for snow. And you would essentially be one of those to help bring the snow down from the mountains to the rest of the valley. But you yourself have never ventured or had to venture this far north before.
This is one of many reasons I am so good at shaping the water.
Sure. But now it appears to be your fate. And as you get a bit closer to the cave opening to the north, from inside you can hear ho 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 ho.
You guys, did you hear that?
Who didn't? Alright, well, slowly but surely.
Okay, let's just try to talk to him first, because you can totally live without his words.
As you get a bit closer, the very least chance would be able to see that the cave entrance itself is only about 10 feet deep, maybe 15, and taking up almost the entirety of that is a bundled up furred figure that appears to be snoring. It has two large horns protruding from its head.
Chin's gonna kind of like just look over and just kind of like make a gesture of like, I don't think we can reason with this. Like, I'm just gonna like put like a fist to like an open hand. Like, we should fight this thing.
As I'm getting closer, Solas is going to use a bit of divine sense, I think it is. Yeah, that is. Just to kind of figure out what it is. Or at least, what it isn't.
Ah, well, will be fun for you. It is none of them.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, I can do something kind of similar and see if it's other things with primeval awareness.
Ooh, primeval awareness. Love it.
I can see if it's an aberration. I'm just gonna put this. Why am I saying it out loud? I'm just gonna fucking do the thing. If it would let me, I would like to do that. Yeah.
You want to get some primeval awareness. Alright, I'm done making my meme. Very interesting. Okay, so it's like divine sense, it just takes a bit longer and it takes more types into consideration.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's still only an action. It's still only an action.
Oh, right. It just lasts for a minute. Doi. For some reason, I like read that as like, for each level of a spell slot you expend, it'll take you 1 extra minute to cast.
Per level per spell slot.
And that would be interesting. Alright. As the others are like sneaking up, you're like, wait. Let's be aware. And what is lying inside is not an aberration, or a celestial, or a dragon, or an elemental, or a fae, or a fiend, or undead. You do, however, sense the presence of a dragon type creature approximately half a mile away to your north.
Oh, I don't get the location.
Oh, yep, sorry. You sense the presence
It's
of
okay.
a dragon type creature, and we'll forget the last 30 seconds of dialogue happened.
So for all I know, the thing in there could be a dragon.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
May I roll an Arcana check?
Yeah. Audra, you could also roll a history check.
It's the same bonus for me, so I'm gonna do
fair
Arcana
enough.
because that sounds cooler. Nope.
Yes. Please just roll the history because I want to see what you'd have gone.
I mean, that's not how Roll20 works. Roll20 doesn't like me. But I'm not rolling a real roll in a roll high.
So if you'd have chosen his, you'd have still gotten the 8.
Yeah, that is my belief.
Like, yeah. Heart of the cards type stuff really feels appropriate in D&D sometimes.
I just get a little bit of snow in my eye, just falls down from a tree, and I just get very distracted by that.
You are just like, you're so overwhelmed with like festive joy at making like snow deities and like throwing snowballs.
They're just snow butterflies. It's a normal
Right.
animal.
So I'm gonna be like, guys, I really don't want to burst your bubble, but I'm like sensing a dragon nearby. I think maybe he forgot to tell us something super important.
Okay, I'm not like an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not a dragon you hear in your head.
Look, we're near the bar.
I've never seen one before. I don't know.
You know the great bitch? That thing's a dragon. That doesn't look that similar.
And then there was also Falkloon and a Black Ray. Speaking of which, a Black Ray's in the barn, most likely. So, and that is relatively nearby if Audra's information was correct. So.
Okay, well, I still am scared and I'm freaking out kind of.
I mean, what's new anyway?
Wow. Rude.
It's okay, I'm
gonna
used
give
to
you
it.
a side hug.
I'm used to it from him.
In your head,
don't
you're
care me.
fine. Just take a couple deep breaths.
Look, I don't.
I wish I learned bravery spell.
Okay. Solas is just gonna slowly approach.
Alright. You're sneaking? Or just walking?
Just casually walking.
Just go for a little winter wonderland stroll. I get you.
Beastmaster Solas.
I see he's inherited the ill-deserved bravery of his father, Conleth Blazefucker. I'm sorry, I'll never not be proud of that name.
My mother was well, and my father was a very brave man.
My mother did multiple genocides, and my father was very foolish. Apologies, Solas. What would you like to do? Is this matted, stinking mass of fur comes closer to you as you step forwards?
Just wait for it to do something, aside from moving.
Ho, hi, ho, hum.
Hello there.
Fresh meat.
Oh.
Have you been naughty or nice? This
Well,
thing
I mean,
begins
I've-
to unfurl itself and it almost falls out of the cave as it begins to stand up, and finally you see it in its about 12-foot tall, ragged, slender.
Okay, about
So
12
I do have
centimeters.
some questions about your qualifications for naughty and nice.
It's just an impromptu interview.
Or you just like whips out a piece of paper and a pen. And it's like I just need to know.
Hey, for all the folks back home, tell me, what do you think of naughty and nice? Sorry, it's a fun voice. Yep, this thing unfurls itself, collapses out of its cave, shakes off the sleep, stands up. It has a very dangerous looking wooden stick in one hand, and it demands of you, Solas, are you naughty or nice?
Well, I've simply heard that you're generally the judge of those things, so I can say not.
Come forward for judgment.
Very well. And he's going to go forward unless someone stops him.
It just seems like they won't.
I'm not gonna. I'm ready to see what happens.
It looks down upon you. This thing is like, it's part giant, part man, part ghost, part goat. Sure, fuck it, why not? He's part.
Ghost of Christmas Past.
Woo! He's part ghost and part goat.
Also, I just like to point out that I'm probably around crotch height for him, so...
Yeah.
Nice.
He stares
Really
down
unfortunate
upon.
eyeline there.
He stares down upon you as if he would stare down at something left in the toilet. Assuming that back there in the cave there is working plumbing.
It's based on the spell, probably isn't, but...
It leans down, it gives you a thorough looking over. This thing, like, it really stinks of, like, matted, old, dirty fur, like, dried blood. There's a very weird kind of like warm, musky scent that is just baked in there as well. And when this thing opens its mouth and screams, "Naughty!" you just get
Solas has...
that stink full in the face.
Solas has that face of, like, yeah, this is going to happen. So he was perfectly expecting this.
And it is going to punish you.
Oh boy.
I knew it was Krampus. Sorry.
Doy. I called it.
Excuse me, sir, that's a very nice staff, but I see no need for violence.
I called it the rotted clawed one because apparently that is the etymology of the word Krampus in German.
I did not know that.
Apparently it's either from the German of to be rotted or to have a claw. I read it on the wiki page.
Nice.
Because again, like, I began prepping this 70 minutes ago.
You did a great job in the time that you were allotted.
I do my best.
I hurt you so much. Sorry.
I heart all of you as well. This thing screams naughty, and Audra is just like, oh, shit.
Sir, that's a very nice staff you have, but I see no need for violence.
Please roll me a persuasion check.
It's gonna go so good, you guys.
A 13. What do you say to this this being beyond? There's no need for that, if at all.
You know, there are some really nice other people among us, and like nice. So maybe you should judge us all before you start hitting people.
This thing.
I feel like that's probably your duty as you.
This thing will look at you as a reaction and shout, "Naughty!"
Me? That is so rude.
That was so precious. I like how,
man, if Audra's naughty, I don't have a chance.
I like how Solas was just like, yeah. And Audra was like, how dare you?
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action wild shape archer. And I'm just going to hit him with a cute little arrow. I think you're the naughty one.
What the fuck? Possible.
Does an 18 hit? Or, sorry, does a 31 hit?
Funnily enough, yes. Man,
Right, that's
imagine if I'd have said no.
I had 18 radiant
I would have
damage.
ran.
I mean, he is like half ghost, right?
And I'm going to use one of my free guiding bolts. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, an 18 does hit.
Okay, cool.
That is 31 damage total, which is a fun number to come to, considering that was your initial attack roll, and I like numbers. I'm definitely
Me too.
stereotypical. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And it is lit up much like a Christmas tree with your guiding
Jingle
bolts.
bells, jingle all the way.
Yeah, but have fun, next person who's up. It's lit, exactly. It's
That's
lit like a
your-
menorah.
That is about all you can do except for movement, which I assume no?
Yeah, I'm just chilling here. I'm happy where I am.
Chance.
Alright. Guiding bolt gives advantage, right?
Yep.
Alright. Chance is going to run up, floating up about 5 feet into the air so he can get good.
Yeah, you can hit the sore spots.
Starts going. We have advantage.
Mhm.
As he's like running, lightning's kind of crackling behind him as his sword begins to gleam. 28 and 29. I presume hit.
Yarp.
So 13, 14,
27.
9, 6.
42? Nice.
Fury of blows. Another 16 damage.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring out the calculator.
You were doing so good.
Plus 14, plus 9, plus 6, plus 8, plus 8. 58 damage in one hit. Nice.
Now the question is, do I action surge?
You are gonna hate watching the video back and seeing how much HP this dude started with, though.
You know what? Action surge. Let's go again.
Is it like a very Christmassy number, like 25, 25?
No, it's 420.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
my
so-
Christmas number.
Those will hit. So longsword. Then we go lightning, and then we follow up with another fury of blows.
Both hits.
No, 18 hits. So that's another bunch of damage.
I just need to input that all again into my little calculator because it decided to try and add it to the last total instead of doing it fresh like it asked it. Okay, 56. Not bad.
Let's see. I mean, a total of 114 damage in one turn. It's not bad.
It's a pretty good build, man.
And before I missed twice.
I owe that all to the advantage.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm
You
here to
would've-
help.
You would have missed at least once.
I would have, yeah. I would have missed my last Fury of Blow given the AC of at least 18.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the only one, but you know what Roll20's like. If you didn't have that advantage, you'd be rolling like 10.
All right.
You
So
begin
5 feet in the air.
pummeling into
Ab-
this thing.
Absolutely just attacked. Yeah, that's everything.
Right, Solas.
Okay, my turn. Um, so, bonus action, Hexblade Curse, because why the fuck not? And then, I think it's time to, as you say in the business, go fucking ham. That's 14.
Christmas ham.
Oh boy!
Crit.
So, I'm going to spend a level 2 spell slot on hit for, I believe, it is more smite, and I do that twice because it's a crits. And then I'm also going to spend a charge from my Blood Fury tattoo to use Radiant Fury twice because it's crit. So that is a total of a one attack of 21, 36, 46, no, 56, 79 damage, plus the 14 from before. That is 80.
14,
That's 93.
14 plus 20, 14 plus 9, 93 I'm getting.
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna hit this guy with an arrow twice, man.
Yeah, me sitting here thinking that like my 31 damage was good. I mean, it is good for me, but
Look, some people are more finessed when it comes to roleplay. Some people are more finessed when it comes to combat. It is a healthy balance that makes
no, it's fine.
party
This
a
is
party.
totally not a combat power build that I'm running. It's a flex build, so that's why I'm not like super good at anything, but I'm pretty good at a lot of things.
I'd just like to point out that second attack is totally going to the dick.
Oh Christ. Okay. So that is a total of 93 damage. There's. Just give me a second to do some maths. Oh, my brain's too bored for maths. I don't need to do pride. Just use a calculator. I'm human. Okay. Well, is that your turn?
Yeah, sure, why not?
The little oh yeah, the guiding bolt has expanded now, but I figured that would be a nice Hexblade Curse logo.
Yep.
Arazid, with your little arrows
Oh.
and your little hot chalky.
I don't know what to do. I was looking at my spells, and I was like, man, why am I even pretending I'm not going to hit this guy with an arrow twice and miss once? Like, oh. Yeah, I'm going to hit this guy with an arrow twice and miss once. That's not... I'm
Now,
so
because
sad.
you've said that, you're
I
either
believe
going to
in
hit
you.
twice or miss twice, and not.
Yeah.
I think you might miss twice, but
I don't have wheel right now, so it's just pure believing in you, just pure friendship, no mechanics behind it.
we're
I have to
all
upgrade my
in
bow at some
this
point.
together. Sorry, not sorry.
There's one
That's a hit.
with literally the least amount of damage I could possibly do, but that's okay. We don't. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
And again, with the least amount of damage I could possibly do. That's great.
But
It's
that
fantastic.
is another
But you
hit.
hit twice.
So you've exceeded your
That's the power of
expectations.
friendship.
Yippee.
I've exceeded my own expectations. Barely. I didn't even do Hunter's Mark. God damn it.
You can do that before those two attacks if you desire.
I would love that, thank you. I get so overwhelmed when I'm playing this goddamn game. I
I
keep
know.
forgetting what to do.
Combat comes very easily to some people and not very easily to others, and I understand that.
I feel like people who are good at combat and D&D are also good at bartending, and I don't know how to explain that. I'm casting Hunter's Mark, and I'm waiting for my computer to load so I can press the button.
That's cool. I'm thinking about getting myself another rum and coke.
What happened? Wait, why did it say... What? I'm
Guys,
pressing it, and it's not... I'm pressing the button, and it's not doing Hunter's Mark.
In before 5 Hunter's Marks are gonna come
Yeah, before,
streaming in
literally 8
at
million
once.
of them come in at once.
Surprise 20 Hunter's Marks.
Oops, all Hunter's Marks. Cool.
Cool. So that is
Cool.
in total 16 damage.
Can't you use
Cool.
Hunter's Mark every time you hit?
Yeah, I can. I was just trying to make sure 8 million of them weren't going to come in at once.
Fair enough.
Because for some reason one came in, so I was like waiting for all of them to come in, and they didn't come in.
Alright, you have marked it, so that is 19 damage total.
Yay! Personal best.
How wild
Not
would
that
it be if I
close.
were to say now, how would you want to do this? We ain't there
Might steal
yet.
your kill.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn, and I'm imbued with confidence from my friends being good at battle, so I'm no longer scared.
Well, you should be.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'll totally get hit before you. I've been declared naughty.
Solas, you are being grappled.
Okay.
Please make an appropriate save. Either acrobatics or athletics. You get to choose.
Okay. That's not meant to be plus 10, but that's 19.
And you are up against a
Oh,
24.
boy. Ouch.
Okay. So you become grappled.
Mhm.
And once you become grappled, This thing reaches behind itself and brings out a worn wicker basket into which you are shoved.
Oh my god.
Oh, now I'm scared again. So thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. I mean, no, you're welcome.
Solas? Solas?
Solas is gone, baby. Solas disappears into the wicker basket, and with what I assume is a little sigh of, oh gods, here we go again.
Note to self, I need to get proficiency in acrobatics.
With its remaining action, it is going to turn on to chance and
Nope, I'm gonna use woe on this guy. Fuck you, whatever you're about to do. Minus D6.
Wait, what? Whirlwind, did you say?
Woe. It's my
Oh.
cosmic omen, so I'm
Right,
minusing foe 4 from whatever he's about to do.
Okay, well, what it is going to do is it's going to attempt to hit chance with its Reiten switch. Please correct me on the pronunciation if that is not correct, Dewey, because apparently it's a place in Germany. I don't know.
I would guess Ruten.
Ruten.
Yeah, Ruten.
Ruten. Okay.
Well, both of those miss.
Is it kind of like it tries to like flap down on you, but you're like a fucking fly.
Yeah.
You just like drift lazily to the left and drift lazily to the right. It can't quite get you down.
Mm.
And it looks at you and screams, "Naughty!" But it's already used its bonus action, so it can't officially declare you as naughty. Audra?
Look, I already know that. You don't need to state the obvious.
Oh, come on, Chance, don't be so hard on yourself.
I don't think you're naughty.
Like, a week isn't going to negate an entire year.
I mean, he hasn't shared any of his criteria, and he called me naughty, so I don't know.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time...
What did I do? Did you think I did something bad?
No, at the same time, this thing's probably evil. I mean, look at it.
Oh yeah.
This is quite
Yeah.
a lot of conversation for 6 seconds when only one side is able to actually converse.
I imagine it's happening over a combination of chances and my turns.
Fair enough. I'll allow it.
Your generosity knows no bounds.
You just haven't found them bounds. For 9 damage.
Yeah, 27 to hit, 9 damage.
It has an AC of 17.
Aha. That last attack would have missed.
Natural 20! That means
What
I
the
crit! I crit!
guys? It's like it's bloody Christmas in this Roll20 joint.
All these are wonderful. No, don't say that. Then we're gonna start getting red.
It's beginning to look a lot like Krampus.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I've definitely seen that merch for sale on Etsy when I was looking for your gift. Oh my god, I was so happy it arrived this morning. Or last night.
Yeah, it was either last night or this morning, but my partner picked it up for me when I was at my work meeting.
I mean, I got the message when I woke up at 4:30 in the morning for work, so it probably wasn't the morning for you. It was probably yesterday. Anyway, sorry.
You guys are cute, sorry.
Well, yes, thank you for noticing. And it is lit up once again like a festive tree of some description. Anything else?
That's action, bonus action. I'm just gonna stay put.
Awesome. Chance.
Well, we have advantage again. Then follow up with punch. So that's using the remaining key.
I hate
remaining
to
of
be like a slight ballbuster here, but it does say the next attack roll, not all of the
okay.
next attack chances. So the
the
23
the
has
14.
advantage.
The 14 will miss then.
Yeah. It's something I will let pass for last turn. Because fuck these spells and all of the things that is needed to remember them, even the common ones. But
There's
yeah.
that. So there's an additional, that's 26, 32, another 41 damage.
41. This thing is looking in addition to like the coagulated like dried blood that it's now got quite a lot of fresh blood around it.
Gotta sidestep a bit, so if there's any AoEs, it's not going to target anybody else.
That's fair.
And
Imagine for like the purposes that Solas has disappeared from the map as well. Because he's a little bit screwed right now. Sorry, Solas.
so let's really make sure that nobody can get hit by like going up here, being like 10 feet in the air.
I'll allow that.
Still
since,
within range type
you got
thing.
Your little bootsies on.
And that'll be my turn.
Awesome. Solas can't really do much.
He can. He
Ooh!
Look, he may be restrained, but that doesn't mean he can't do shit.
He's not just restrained, he's been forced into a basket that is technically like a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Did you miss that little nugget?
I mean, it didn't. I don't think it says it on the thing, so.
Yeah. When Krampus is restrained one or more creatures, he can use a bonus action to force them into his basket, which is now been done to you. A captured creature is blinded and restrained and has it has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the baskets.
Okay.
So if you can logic to me that you can do anything with those restrictions, I'd love to see it.
Do you have
I would like to be proven wrong. He's a paladin. He doesn't have dimension door.
No. Would it be possible to like just poke him through the top of the basket?
It's technically like a magical portal basket. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying that would be very, 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 very difficult. I
mean, Solas is not the sort of person that gives up easily, so...
That's understandable. I mean, he can certainly try. If he finds himself essentially in a unending black abyss that is somehow both unbearably hot even for you and unbearably cold even for you. You can attempt to run as close to the edge as you think there is and do a hit, and let's say if you roll a crit, it might do something. Does that sound feasible?
Feasible, but not likely. Because I'll have disadvantage on attacks, so...
True, but you do also have that thing where a crit would be a 19 or 20.
Let me just double check.
Ooh, sorry. I saw it. So
Yeah, okay, sure. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Fucking. In preparation for when I do hit,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to bonus action. If. Going to bonus action, cast. Which one? This one. So it doesn't do anything yet. But when I next hit, it will.
That's understandable. You have up to
And
a minute
then-
to fulfill that.
And then poke. Fuck.
So Oh no, because it.
Hold on, wait.
What?
No, yeah, no.
Why'd you have it on Oh right, because it's on disadvantage.
Yeah,
Because you're blinded.
and
Okay.
restrained.
So the first one, even with a disadvantage, is a 19, which I believe, according to your Hexblade curse, means it's a crit.
No, it's an 11. You're looking at the wrong number.
Right. Yep.
I have a +9 hit.
Yep. Right. You slash against the blackness. You do some damage to the blackness. Whether or not it was effective, only time shall tell.
Neat.
Yeah. Arazid.
Hi. Sorry, I'm scared. My friend got swallowed by a basket.
Just don't get close to it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
far
doing.
away.
Look, unless Chance gets also shoved in the basket, we're pretty okay. That's when panic begins.
Calm panic meme.
Calm, we are fighting up, and let me go make this actually, if I can find.
You just make it. Just make it and show me. I'm going to shoot it with another arrow. Hold on, let me get rid of the arrows from my thing. There we go. And I'm going to shoot it with another arrow.
Oh boy, and that 20.
I'm gonna shoot it again. Okay, that's fine. You can't win them all.
The nat 20, I think, makes up for the miss that the 14 is.
Yeah.
So that is
15, I think.
9 plus 6 makes 15. Yeah.
And that's feasibly all I know how to do. So I'm going to instead calm panic.
An arrow sinks deep into this creature's left ear. It wails in pain.
Whoa, nice shot.
Thanks.
Feeling quite concerned by the fly buzzing around it. The great rotted clawed one will turn upon Chance and, with a minus of 2, attempt to punish the naughty. And will attempt to grapple you, Chance.
Alright. I don't have proficiency in acrobatics.
Well, beat a 16.
That's a 19.
A 19 beats a 16. You float just out of its range. It screams in frustration. And
Keep your hands off of him, or claws, or whatever.
it will do neither. It will both claw and attempt to flap you with its wooden stick.
The claw hits. It's 10 damage.
and it will scream at you, "Naughty!" Audra.
Alright, I'm just gonna do my usual business.
So relatable.
I believe those both hit.
Those are both hits. And that is for 24 damage.
I feel like we're getting close, you guys.
Yeah, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, I'm staying put.
Cool. Chance. Naughty Chance.
Yes. Well, gotta do what we do best.
That hits.
Sword.
No.
Miss. No. Punch. Ooh,
Ooh.
punch crit. So that's a cool 21 damage.
$21. Awesome. This thing's looking pretty bloodied.
This is where I pull out my second action surge if I had one.
I'm assuming that'll be a no then.
Yeah, that's everything I can do, and I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Solas, as you stay inside the basket and begin like sprinting for the edge, you hear a soft whimpering of crying.
Oh boy.
I'm so lost. You can't quite tell where it's coming from. It's very dark inside here. What would you like to do with your 6 seconds?
Oh boy, that was sure creepy. Anyway.
Thanks. I pride myself on creepy.
And 17, really. Wow. If I hadn't had disadvantage, if I had advantage, I would have gotten a 19 and a 20.
Well, today RNGesus has decided to be selfish since it is apparently his birthday.
I mean, to be fair, I've been rolling like godly this entire time, but
you all have, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
there've been like
Well,
at least 4
shit
crits.
Arcana check, yeah.
Yeah.
There have been at least 4 crits in 2 rounds of combat.
It's kind of hard to roll badly whenever I have a plus 11 at this point.
Don't tempt me, brother.
And there's been a lot
I
of
know.
advantage, so.
I'm going to make like an AC 25 creature.
Please don't. Please. Have mercy.
Yeah. Please have mercy.
Oh, you flatter my ego like that. That is Solas's turn.
Yep.
Arazid. You can do it, son. This thing's looking very bloodied.
Just keep your hands steady. Don't worry about anything else.
Arazid. 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 Arazid.
And if you miss, you miss.
Woohoo! With a 13. for reals this time, I would like you to describe to me how you kill this creature.
Hey, let's go.
Do you know you're muted, by the way, Dewey?
Yeah, you are 100% muted. Okay.
I said, what? I'm muted, and then I heard Sarah say, yeah, you're muted. So I was like, can I mute or not?
So
I said, yeah, with the my steal your kill, stealing another kill, assist, premium assist, yes, gang, Fortnite #1 victory royale. Sorry. I'm gonna, Arazid he's trying to steal his nerves, you know, he's very shaky, but then he decides to take his deep breath in, deep breath out, and with the help of Audra's words, he aims sure and true, let's go, with his eyes kind of like closed because he's scared, and he sinks it directly into this guy's friggin' weird, gross old man neck.
And the neck.
And he chokes on his own blood for a while and he dies.
The neck, like, just crashes this creature to the ground. The basket falls from its clutches, and moments later, Solas emerges, swinging his axe.
Oh, You know, I'll be honest. If that was anyone else, I would probably find that mentally scarring. But
and then you pause and look behind yourself and notice that another creature has appeared. Oh God!
Oh, you
Out
again.
of the basket.
Hey, are you okay?
He's kind of like sitting like on his bum, like legs forward, looking a bit stunned.
Oh, it's Nick.
Hey, buddy, would you like a good berry? And I offer him one.
Are they good? Good berries?
They're very good berries.
Oh, my saviors.
That guy was not very nice, right?
Where's your friend, Nick?
We got separated. Our Gembe crashed into the mountain. I fell. Whee!
I see.
For all I know, Dolly is still up fixing it wherever it is broken. Oh, I hope that I can get back to it in time and help Dolly deliver all of these lovely goodies for all the good boys and girls.
Alright, do you know where it is? Like, is it just up the mountain here?
I fell into that tree over there. So, above here.
Going to, like, take a couple steps back and look up. Can he see any...
Please roll me a perception check based on sight.
Aha. Big number time.
Consistent. Quite high number
A
time.
5. Roll 2 5s.
This is why you don't say big number time before the roll.
Exactly. I've been called out by the dice.
Elf.
That's a goblin.
He is a goblin, honey.
It is my firm belief that this is a fey creature.
Okay.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
it may be filled into you later, but this character is Nick, and he was the one who gave Arazid his unlimited hot chocky flask and Chance his war mass mittens and other people some other things as well.
Santa hat with the beard that you used.
Oh, really? That is such a cool gift.
Thank you, I made it myself.
You did? That's so cool. I've always been fascinated by people who can make magical items.
Is there any indication of anywheres?
Like way off in the distance, you can see a very small plume of smoke arising from like the next mountain top along.
Wait. We gotta.
Tell me that you fell from the other mountain to here.
I bounce easy.
All right.
Ollie calls me Pinball Goblin.
All right. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I can probably get him back. It'd probably take not that long. I can just go through the air.
Yeah, same as a giant eagle. But if you want to, that's totally cool.
Oh yeah.
Like you guys are better
that.
acquainted, so dealer's choice.
Well, mine was just going to be a piggybacking a goblin while you all play in the snow, so up to you if you would like some time.
You guys should play in the snow. I've played in the snow so much.
Yeah, it seems like you're having more fun with it.
Arazid's gonna do what Ollie would want him to do in this situation and go, well, why don't you guys both go together? And then we can, Solas and I can hang back and play in the snow.
I just hope that I get back there in time for helping all of the little boys and girls in need.
Look, can't we? I mean, we can probably all get there.
I turned into a giant eagle.
What a fine steed that is for delivering festive presents. Oh, yes.
And he will hear in his head, climb on my back.
Before that happens, Nick will present to you something from his own bag that he has
Really,
on his
for
back.
me?
It is a small, roasted-looking chestnut.
I will take it in my hands, just so happy to get a gift. I will treasure it always.
You gain, do you eat it? Because you're
Absolutely.
currently a giant eagle. Okay, you gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yes!
Would any of you like one of my special roasted nuts?
Absolutely.
Fresh from my sack.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm mature. I'm 20 years old.
Honey, I'm 28 years old. I'm making these jokes.
Chance will take one.
Anyone that takes one and eats it will gain the benefits of a long rest, assuming they need them. Solas.
Still at full health, by the way.
Honestly, I was staring at my spells I'm gonna have to use some of this.
Yeah. The basket of torment was more for mental torment than physical torment.
I mean, it can do 10-second damage on us. You could kill somebody with it.
Woohoo!
Slowly.
I mean, I used only short rest abilities that entire fight because I was not sure if we were going to get a long rest.
Again, this whole thing is just because we didn't have enough people for the good shit, so I don't want to disadvantage you guys just because of that. This is just for some fun. Also, Merry Christmas. Your Christmas gift is a long rest. The cost of living crisis is hard.
Wait a second. Chance is gonna like walk up to the now dead Krampus, take out his sword, and just take the head off.
Awesome. I assume during that giant Audra Eagle is going to fly Nick up to his sleigh.
Yes, I will fly him to his destination while Chance mutilates the body.
And Solas and Arazid just watch.
Well, Arazid's gonna try to frolic in the snow and have fun, but it's hard because it's so cold and he's not used to that.
And also some slightly less fun things have happened recently.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Okay. Audra, like, do you let Nick climb onto your back? Do you, like, grab him by the talons?
If he doesn't climb onto my back pretty soon, I will grab him in my talons.
Like, he will try, but he is, like, 3 foot nothing.
That's fair. I'm gonna pick him up. Honestly, I'm gonna mama bird him just with, like, my beak.
Yeah. He's, like, you can feel him. He scrabbles on, and he's just, like, he, like, gets his hands on, and you can feel his little legs kicking in the air. And you can feel him, like, kicking even more as he, like, slides down off of your back. And his bum, like, lands on the snow, and he goes, oof.
I just kind of do, like, the bird version of, like, nudging somebody, but because I'm a giant eagle, he probably gets pushed, like, 2 feet in the snow, and then I pick him up and carry him away.
Alright. You pick him up and you fly over to the smoke plume coming from the adjacent peak, where you see, just for reference, I'm going to post it in the Discord chat once I can find a relevant image, because I deleted it because I don't have Roll20 Pro, so I have to do that. You see this individual fixing the red and green gembe that has somehow ploughed itself into the side of a mountain.
Audra thinks to herself that those colors don't really look that good together. They kind of clash, but she doesn't say anything.
This guy kind of reminds you of your old mentor, who you would refer to as Old Bort.
Old Bert, yeah.
Although, when she opens her mouth, they don't sound anything alike. But, you know, physical resemblance is still hard to kick. Oh, Nick, you've returned. Good. Everything's up and running. Let's go. These chocolates are gonna melt. Melt! Are you crazy? Do you see what temperature it is out here? Oh, I'm shaking in my earlobes.
Oh, sorry.
You can just say that you want literally all of my NPCs, it's fine.
Yeah, I crave them. I crave them like water.
I crave compliments like water. Sorry. Oh. Thank you for your help, large eagle creature.
Here's in his head, my name is Audra. Happy to help.
Hello, large psychic eagle named Audra.
No, I'm like a person normally. I'm only a bird, like a small fraction of the time.
That must be fun. Well, we have presents to deliver, don't we, Master? Yes! Hi, ho, hum. No, wait. Ho, ho, ho! And with that, Nick hops into the driver's seat of their specialized gembe and it begins to float several feet off the earth. Many
I will
places to be and not much time to do it in. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kick off and kind of hover slightly below them in case they crash again for a little bit.
Dolly's mechanics seem to be pretty top notch. Because once they set off, all you see is a small streak of plumes of snow that are left behind as they sail away. Quicker than you can even imagine, they are gone. And all you are left with is ching, 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 ching. Just the incorporeal sound of bells.
Audra thinks to herself that she wants to buy some bells, and then we'll return to the others. And as she comes down, we'll human.
Alright. And what have the rest of the party been up to? Chance has been hacking away at Krampus's head, which, let's be fair, didn't take very long. He's got a good sword on him. Arazid has been trying to enjoy the snow, and what has Solas been up to? Reckoning with his own mortality?
No, not really. I think he's mostly just like standing there awkwardly, not really sure what to do with the situation because he's not really sure how to feel about those two. But yeah.
Hey, Solas.
What? What?
Or is it gonna pick up a clump of snow like you saw Audra do and try to fling it at Solas?
Please roll me an attack roll. A ranged attack roll. That is a d20 plus your proficiency plus your dex modifier.
Plus my dex modifier, which is and then my proficiency, which is there it is. Okay, I got it there eventually.
I think proficiency is 3 at the moment.
-4.
Oh, 4. Nice. Does an 18 hit Solas?
Solas raises his shield and it just splats on it.
Rude, but okay. Yeah, an Audra Eagledra will return.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Seeing Arazid being absolutely denied the chance at a good snow fight.
That strength save was to not cry.
I'm gonna try to snowball Arazid to make him feel better.
When coming back into human form, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna human, roll him to the snow, pick up a snowball as I'm rolling, and then shape water it into a slightly hardened form because I'm good at snowball fights.
I
think
don't
it's a
think
miss.
14 hits.
No,
Although-
barely not. But
I think to some degree AC depends on whether or not you're wanting to be hit. Does Arazid want to be hit by Audra?
yeah,
Then you can kind of dodge into the way of.
yeah. It just kind of lets the snowball go split, and he's like, being a little silly boy.
It's a little chilly. It makes him feel like a little bit of a silly boy.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of the cold. We decided, but it's a nice break from the never-ending, soul-crushing heat.
All right. So I guess we just stay here until Inqua and the metal man can get the magic working.
I think so, but I'm scared of being out here for too long. So I hope Ophabaris and Inqua can get it done soon.
I mean, we can make fire if we like really need it to warm up.
I can help with that. I'm good at doing that.
All right, you guys, I will assume either watch or participate in a snowball fight until the magic circle is complete and you are summoned back to Grove. Does that sound accurate?
Yes. Though I am pretty sure it's just going to be Audra and Arazid doing the snowball fighting.
Birdra? Oh, Birdra.
Yeah, bird. It's when I be a
get it.
bird. It's like the 10% of the time that I'm birding.
Yeah, that makes more sense than Eagledra. I'll give you that.
Birdra.
Alright, well, these things happen. I assume eventually you guys like branch away from the cave and like the decapitated head of the Krampus within.
Chance
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think I want
carrying
this
it.
basket.
Oh yeah, that's right. Does the basket have anything in it?
The basket was cut to pieces and rendered utterly unusable upon the Krampus's death.
Aw, man.
What? I
And
really
does it
wanted
have
that.
during this? Oh, sorry.
What spilled out of it as it was cut apart was Solas, Nick, and a small pile of other absorbed knickknacks, some of which are shiny and possibly gold, most of which appear to be quite useless pieces of parchment that have long ago worn away any meaning.
I would like to sift through these knickknacks and try to find something valuable.
Then
I will
would
assist.
like you to roll me a advantaged investigazione.
Oh, investigazione.
See,
And take guidance.
investigazione with advantage plus d6.
Oh, mediocre rolls.
Guidance
Alright.
is only a D4.
D4, right. My brain got stuck halfway between bardic inspiration and guidance for some reason. Okay, so you got a 14 plus 17. Pretty good. You find a very old scrawled note that seems to be written in a monstrous hand. If you were to smell it, it would smell quite distinctly of the now dead creature.
Ew. Sorry.
The note is written in common, and it reads as follows. 7th day with no purpose. Feeling itchy. Why was I created? Just to be nice? Just to be naughty? Malkazid cannot control. He is naughty. They will all pay. End of note.
Well, that's a little ominous. So Arazid, with his newfound reading ability, can read a good portion of that.
and understands the word, so he's proud of himself. But also, he's going to also hand it off to Audra to kind of decipher the meaning for.
Especially for like the proper nouns and stuff.
Yeah, what was the name? Who cannot control because he's naughty?
Malkazid. Which is a name you've probably come across before.
I think I recognize that name. Is that like it's an infernal name, yeah? It's
You
something
can
else
roll
related?
a history check if you desire.
Okay, I'm rolling a history check now, but I have notes on this somewhere.
I'm taking that into consideration with the DC. Malkazid is also known as the Branded King, a scorned solar entity whose forehead was etched with eternally bleeding wounds that make up a mark. You recall that he looks something like this. I don't know if that made it pop up, but it's the handout, the statue.
Oh, is this the person with the same forehead brand as the Great Bitch?
Yeah.
I will share that information. And I believe I remember the forehead brand means something like...
Yeah, good luck. I do not have it in my notes that I have right here either. I know it means a thing. I know where to look for that, but we all have problems writing things down.
So true.
Yeah, I don't have my character creation notes on me because this is something I knew before the game. But
it's findable.
I share that information with everyone.
Essentially, it has a meaning, and that meaning is not particularly good.
Would those among us that had actually seen the statue be able to put 2 and 2 together, or would that need a check?
If the player can put 2 and 2 together, I would say 2 and 2 could be put together.
And I'll actually show you the statue from my sketchbook, because this is something I've come across in a book before, and I drew like the head part for the rune.
Because the statue was in one of the research labs, right? Or was that in Squad's palace?
The statue was in the piece of ruins below Duras. Where you fought quote-unquote evil chants. And you had that very fun countdown.
one of the research labs, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't seem to be a research lab per se. It seemed to be very strangely an outpost that belonged to the nation of Lacromats. Which is weird because it was it was in the tunnels below a city that belonged to Lacromat's enemy, Torahel.
Look, things are connected and I don't like it.
I mean, technically everything is connected.
Such a druid response.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, unfortunately, that's just the way that like the material plane works. Is like everything is connected, and there's like natural cycles. And anyways,
I meant more in the surprising of that symbol has come up multiple times with.
Yeah, it seems like an important symbol because. Yeah, I know. So I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I think it has something to do with the connection. I was able to figure out from that symbol that there's some connection between the Great Bitch and all of these like sorcerer leaders of all these major cities, and that there's like some sort of way that they derive power from her and vice versa, and it's connected to that symbol. I think.
Interesting. Well, hopefully the Great Pitch was killed when Mechas went after it. So hopefully we don't need to worry about that one. Whenever we return to Duras eventually, we can potentially look at heading back to the statue to see if there's anything we can see, because there's a statue like underneath Duras with that symbol and everything.
You know, we could also try to find the book that I originally saw the statue in. It's in the library.
That might be a good idea.
The snow around you, just to your south, begins to rise up and circulate.
Ooh, that's the...
Hi! We figured out how to get a portal back. How are you guys doing? We
Chance will just
okay?
raise the severed head of Krampus.
Oh. Well,
He was very naughty.
that's probably over 100 milliliters of liquid, but you know what? It's okay.
Oh my god.
You're ready? Come on, step into the circle. Chance, Solas. You gotta get close. Alright,
Everybody hold hands.
you don't have to
Arazid's
hold
gonna
hands.
hold hands. Arazid's still gonna hold hands.
Inqua said that you don't have to hold hands, but he also told me specifically to say, hocus pocus, step on focus. Pooh!
Oh, we're back. I'm just gonna take a step forward and hold out the severed head. Here you go. I didn't know what parts of the horns you needed, so I figured the entire head would be best.
Phenomenal show, good boys. Thank you very much.
It was no problem. It was just incredibly stressful, but it was fine. It's not the last stressful part I'm going to be in my life.
Do you know about the ability that thing had? Like the magic basket that thing had? Because that would have been really nice to know beforehand.
A magic basket? Fascinating. Did you bring it with you?
No, the thing got
No.
destroyed after we killed it.
Well, that is a shame. That would have been nice to study. To answer your question, no, I'm afraid I did not know about it. Although, I suppose in retrospect, it can't surprise me. These creatures, the reason that their reagents are so powerful and so useful is because they create a vacuum. They're not quite fiend, not quite celestial, not quite undead, not quite fey. They are another type of monstrosity, indeed.
Is it a literal monstrosity? Because that is a type of being.
I mean, I was trying to be poetic, but yes. It is also just a regular monstrosity. It bends. Let's see if I can make sure I get the wording right here. These creatures bend the separation between our world and the past world. Perhaps, in a sense, that basket, that was part of its remnants of the old world. I don't suppose you picked up any scraps of the basket. Some would be better than none.
Chance gonna look towards everybody else.
Well, you see, it was broken,
Yes,
so I left it on the ground.
I see.
But we did get that thing from the note, right? Yeah,
Yeah, we have like a note that was inside it, but
A note.
Yeah, it seems the creature wrote it.
Please, let me read.
I will proffer the note because I believe I had it last.
Ephibaris takes a few seconds to read through the notes.
Fascinating. This creature wasn't even a true portal creature. It was a construct, in a sense, yes. One created by, 1,000 years ago. What a strong creature you must have faced today. You have my many thanks.
It was really mean.
Yes. It based on my research, it supposedly felt emboldened to be extra mean because it felt that you all deserved it. Yes.
Yeah, I kept calling this like naughty. Like that's so rude.
Yes, it is
Also, like, what a weird word with like a very specific kind of connotation to choose for that.
It has unfortunately only been programmed, I suppose created would be a better word, to understand very particular types of words. Where it says naughty, what it may mean is many other negative connotations that are not specifically the word naughty, but you see, it has no larger vocabulary. What it may mean is that it feels that you are an abomination, or that you are evil, or that you are just unclean. They're not sophisticated creatures. I'm sure that it tried to attack you quite soon thereafter.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. Yeah.
Yes, it is unfortunately when one allows itself to be swept up in mortal morality. Sooner or later, one may be drawn to a binary choice. Is one good, part of the good group, or is one evil and not conducive to prosperous society? Those are the people that are most hunted. It was possibly an abomination that may have been designed to help inquisit unwelcome elements out of the society of Lakramat, yes.
Well, if it simply hated everything and everyone, I don't see how it would do this job effectively.
Well,
that
is something you would have to ask Malkazid.
Unless they simply decided already and then put them in front of the thing and it just killed them.
Wait, do you know about Malkazid outside of this note?
I have done a great amount of reading. Yes. I am aware of the Malkazid. I am aware of the Amanoth.
The Amanoth?
Why don't you all take a seat around this table, and I will tell you the full tale. It seems that you have some bits that are needed to be cleared up. Yes. You may know that approximately 1,000 years ago, two nations were at war with one another. Yes, the nation of Lakramat, ruled by Malkazid, and the nation of Torahel, ruled by Amanoth. Are you with me so far?
Audra is taking it and nodding.
Well, legend says that the final battle, the Battle of Convergence, I believe it was called, it happened outside the gates of what is now called Juras. It was a final, brutal, desperate battle, yes. Both sides struggled desperately, and it would seem that eventually one of them, I am not sure who, got it into their head that the only way to stop the war would be to use all of the power of the sun's disposal. Yes. But the other one knew that the only way to really stop the war would be to remove the other ruler. And unfortunately, both of these eventualities came to pass. One of them attempted to suck on the energy of the second sun, and the other attempted to kill the other ruler. Who exactly did what? Sources differ. But one thing can be certain. During the battle outside Vandoria, during the Battle of Convergence, Malkazid and Amanoth were converged into one being. Amanazid, the Great Bitch.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Really? Because I don't understand how that's possible.
So a manazid is
No.
not an organic draconic being. They've been magically merged with another being.
That is correct. Amanoth was I believe, a blue dragon of some not insignificant heritage. And Malkazid was, as you may have discovered, a demon spawn, or a fallen Sola, as some have said. Either way, a demon of some variety.
Okay, so the statue makes sense. It makes sense why Mechas decided to go chase after it. Or after them, I guess.
And it makes sense why the Great Bitch might return to a place where historically Amanoth resided.
Yes.
That nest on the
Yeah.
island.
Yeah. I really hope it doesn't have any ability to track where it went, because that could be an issue.
In my understanding, Amanazid has many abilities. You may have heard of its ability to siphon the lifeblood of the god sorcerers. A particularly fascinating ability. My hypothesis, flawed as it may be and based more on theoretics than truth, is that during the Battle of Convergence, Amanazid was caught in a mode of absorption that it has never been able to get out of. And now it sustains itself and its fractured identity by absorbing the power of the god sorcerers. This is why it is so dangerous to kill one.
So, hypothetically speaking, so the god sorcerers are who? You have the twins, you have Squad, is there any other ones?
Yes, there is Apalak Ray. There is the Council of Three in Onelembo. You have, of course, Anguis of Naban, and I believe I don't quite recall his name, but there's a new upstart in Naglamund that has taken the place of Clarence Dagmar.
Okay. So all of them have some sort of pact with the Great Bitch.
Indeed.
Is this knowingly or unknowingly?
That you would have to ask them. I
All right,
cannot
because-
read their
May I
minds.
vibe check?
Sure.
I'm just vibe checking against my memories to see if it would be reasonable that they knew. Forget it.
From what you can recall very vaguely, whilst also trying to listen to this like rambling but somehow still fast-paced lore dump that Ophibaris is giving, the lore vibes.
Okay, so the people in the south, I understand a lot of them are like fucked in the head, but we just came from Onalimbo. The three people up there, like the leaders, they don't seem the same thing. They don't seem to wield the same powers. They don't seem to inherently be cruel or evil.
I think that may be a testament of a decision made many centuries ago to split the ruling between the three of them. The more power
All right,
that
so-
is shared by the masses, the less corrupting it becomes to the individual.
So hypothetically speaking, if one of these god sorcerers dies, what would happen? Would just another one pop up in their place? Would the connection just be severed?
The connection would most likely be severed, though some strands of it may remain and seek out a new host. I can tell you for certain, this has been attempted in the past, when somebody assassinated the previous god sorcerer, a person by the name of Rajat, I believe.
Oh,
It
sorry.
That name comes up again.
it
Rajat, the god
infuriated
sorcerer of where?
of Ornox, a previous word used to describe the city of On. It was.
Shot. That was the guy that Sklodge shoved the orb in, wasn't it?
Oh, he is not dead. That is very interesting.
Oh no.
Yeah,
If it's
he's
the person
pretty,
I'm thinking of, they're dead now.
Oh,
he's pretty
But they
dead.
were alive until. How long was that ago? Well, that would have been like only like a couple weeks.
oh, I see.
But wait, we recently heard stirrings of an entity that's been around for a while. Was his name Cool? Something Cool?
Cool.
Azar Cool.
Ophibaris
cool, yeah.
drops his quill.
Azar Cool.
Do you know anything on that person?
They are Amanoth's only spawn.
Amanoth
I
being
knew
the
they were
blue
draconic.
dragon.
The
So-
dragon part of the great bitch. Yes.
So blue dragon, so likely also a blue dragon?
I have never met them in the flesh. I have only heard survivors' tales.
No, they're definitely part orcish.
They are many things. I believe I have a drawing somewhere, a survivor who was kind enough to describe what they look like. Allow me to
Could I?
post it in the
Yeah.
Discord.
Is that consistent with what I saw?
You saw scrying, right?
Basically, there was some sort of they were seeing me, and you allowed me to use my wisdom to look back and see them, and they're kind of horde.
Right, that's right. So you would have seen them through their own eyes, if I recall correctly.
I don't know. You did describe them to me.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I mean, this is what they look like. So I haven't written those specific notes about what I said, but
That's fine.
I
As long as we
wouldn't have
can
described
retcon it to
something-
be
yeah.
consistent with this picture. That's fine.
Is that what Chance remembers?
Yes. And for clarification, this figure is more than 10 feet tall.
Oh,
Although they were a
So
bit
that was the
shorter
being I
when
s-
you met them. Very slightly. More like 8-9 feet.
how tall are they?
The
From
sources put
count-
them quite monstrosity tall.
Okay, that's So, would there, hypothetically speaking, if somebody ran into them, what would normally happen?
Again, I only have a survivor tales to tell, but the weakest of you would be slaughtered or enslaved. The larger of you would be thrown into a pit to fight against the elite warriors of Azarkul's Red Hand Gang, or whatever he is calling himself these days. And you would be used as arena fodder.
Seems
Okay.
weird to discriminate based
So-
on size, but okay.
So if one was to so if one was to have a run-in and they were to be called pathetic and not be taken, what would that mean?
Sorry, if one were to be pathetic and not be taken, they would be slaughtered.
What if they weren't?
There is again, the survivor sources I have are from the weak that were allowed to remain occasionally, very, very occasionally. Azarkul has allowed weaklings to survive, to spread tales of what he has done.
Okay. So I came across this individual whenever I was a child, and they did nothing but look at me, proclaimed me pathetic, and then left.
I would strongly advise you to avoid any future meetings with this creature. It does not forget. It has had 1,000 years to plan its takeover of its mother's body.
Okay. That's another individual we need to keep an eye on. I have one last question, I suppose. Chance is going to look towards Inqua and Ollie. One of you, can you give me an orb?
Why do you want it?
To show our friend here, and then I will give it back to you.
Okay, but you have to pinky promise.
Yeah, whatever.
Pinky promise. Ollie
Oh,
holds out
alright.
her pinky, and she will look at Audra and be like, "I'm holding you accountable for this as well, you know."
What, you think Chance is gonna lie to you? Come on.
These are my balls. I'm the ball master. These are
Chance
my
will
balls, and I keep them in my sack, and I do not want to share them.
We get it. You
unless
really
absolutely
like your
necessary.
balls.
Chance will reluctantly pinky promise.
And with a pinky promise done, Ollie will give up the air orb.
Mhm. So with the breath of air in hand, Chance will kind of show it towards our friend here. What do you think of this?
Fascinating. I've heard I've heard of the possibility of stagnant lightning being held in solid
No,
capsules.
this isn't what you think.
What is it?
You know, when you said that one of the previous nations drained the sun for its power,
Yes.
we are in possession of 3 of those objects. And he'll kind of like
the objects used to drain the sun.
the objects that were imbued by its power, and he'll kind of like gesture towards the orb in his hand.
Somehow, Ophibarus's solid metal face shows a deeper level of shock than you thought possible.
I had no idea such things existed.
One remains in possession of Sklad. We are on a mission to restore the sun. we are very close to succeeding in this. We suspect that the coming battles will be harsh and have many difficulties ahead, meaning clashes with these ancient entities. If you can tell us all you know about them, and perhaps be a source of scholarly knowledge for us to draw on, we would much appreciate that.
I will gather my notes. I believe at first you require something to help you in the immediate fight. Do you not?
Yes. Chance
I
will
mean, that would
then
be
I can
great.
hand
whip up for you with my potion magic.
Chance will hand the orb back to Ollie.
Ollie will like snatch it out of your hand like she's Gollum.
Okay, see? He kept his promise.
He has stolen from me before.
Okay, but people change. We have to give them a chance to change,
Name
right?
one time.
Ollie is just kind of like, I'm sure it happened.
Okay, there's no need for, no need
Somehow,
for
like all
heightened
her fur
emotion.
is standing on end, like she's an angry anime cat.
Okay. Can I roll animal handling?
I mean, you can try. You might piss her off.
All right. Well, do you need aid with that potion in any way?
I will need some measure of silence. I need to follow a very specific recipe. And I only have 2 horns. 2 chances.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna... I pat him on the shoulder and give him guidance.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, if you give me, let's say about a half an hour, I could probably do something for you. And then we can leave this rather small place behind. Oh, maybe you all could think about trying to move my recharge station to your island while I'm busy.
The island's still quite far away. Can they fit? Where is it?
It's just through that door.
And he points to the door, like immediately south of him.
And then it's through another door that I hide behind a mirror because I don't like to acknowledge that part of myself.
Yeah, no worries. We'll take a look and see what we can do.
Bloop.
All right. Where's Inqua?
Inqua is
Smear
like,
is so cool.
he's watching like the potion being made, like, and just asking lots of questions about very niche alchemy items.
Chance will pop his head out. Inqua, we need you.
What?
Come take a look at this charging station and help us. You're the magic man.
Bippity boopity, shuffle on over.
Can we just, like, walk right through the mirror?
No, but it's on a hinge. So you can
Oh,
like...
that's not half as cool. I was I'll try to walk through
Well,
it.
I'm
and then,
sorry.
like,
During the campaign earlier, when I did let you walk through a mirror, and you
I would have loved that.
came into a world made of blood and fought blood versions of yourself, and I put on a very obvious tune.
Yeah.
Audra will, like, kind of try to walk through the mirror and her hand will hit it, and she'll, like, just look at her hand with such disappointment, and then hinge the door open.
I assume, like, she will be doing this as Chance is swinging the mirror back.
Yeah, like, he starts to try to open it, and she starts to try to walk through it, and it's just, like, such disappointment,
And
such
specifically
sadness.
for Chance, like, brings back some memories with a capital M.
Yeah. Look, we can go to the blood mirror place eventually, and actually, it might not be a good idea.
Sorry. There's a blood mirror? How much blood stuff do you guys do?
Well, there was this mirror and it had a riddle where you had to walk through it. And then on the other side, there was another riddle about blood. So I put some blood on the thing and a weird blood version of me came out that I had to fight and kill. Pretty much by myself because at the time, nobody else is in there except somebody who didn't do anything. Which wasn't too hard, if I'm being completely honest. It was kind of a sham, fake copy.
Gosh, I can't imagine having to fight myself. That would suck.
If you're curious, Sarah, episode 36.
I am making a note right now.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's been that many episodes since we were there.
I can't believe it's been like a year.
Nearly
I don't
two,
really can't
actually.
see
Of-
fighting myself.
since the last Nick episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Merry Nickmas.
All right, Inqua, can you help us with this thing? Like is this the thing? Basically, Chance is just going to do his best to help Inqua figure this thing out by like pointing out like the obvious things because he's not good at the magic stuff.
Well, let me have a look through here. You see.
No, but that's Ophibarus's voice. Let me have a look through here. Because I have absolutely no idea what Matt wants to do next, and this is quite dependent upon him. Is it okay to wrap up around here?
Yeah, no worries.
Yes. I'm going to make a glossary for these notes because I keep forgetting people's names and races and classes
That's
and okay.
absolutely valid. If you would like any clarification on
God,
things that you guys already know, hit me up.
Yeah, I really need to get around. Maybe I'll do that over the holidays.